Building 341 was good, yo. DJ Rubbaban, Caddey B.
Good, Caddey. Was good.
Man, just chilling.
Man.
Trying to make sure we wear different shirts, so that way people don't think that,
oh, yeah.
we trading clothes and we only own one set of clothes.
341 shirt. Yeah. One of my my girl Tiny, she just celebrated her anniversary with Tip. I think they've been married 17 years, man. Much respect, man. He remarried my girl Tiny, man. Mad respect and love goes out. Have you heard anything else about the shooting in Chico, or that's kind of like old news now?
No, I haven't heard much anything else.
People going back to the library now.
They got some satellite libraries set up and stuff, and they doing some things like that.
Would you let your girl go to that library? You're taking a long time to answer. Shout out.
Maybe go to the Chico State Library.
Okay.
She used to work there.
Right. So, man, how you feeling about all this new music that's out? And sometimes I say legacy artists, but people always saying, put out new music. So-and-so should put out new music. And this artist should put out new music. And right now, these last couple years, a lot of artists from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s been putting out albums.
I think everybody's put out an album within the last 3 to 4 years.
E40
or they have one coming out.
But E40's is coming out on the 28th.
Yeah, and he's dropping 4.
He coming out with 40 songs. 40 songs. 4 CDs.
4 CDs. Yeah, he said, Drake was getting all that pub for doing 3. He was like, I can do 4.
He gonna do 4.
I knew he would, though. I had a feeling he would, because he's always put out the most albums at one time. Or he'd put out 2, then he'd put out another 2 like the next month.
Right. Whereas with Master P, he would just put out a lot of different artists.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even know some of them artists, and you was like, I like that one song from Cain and Abel. I like that one song from so-and-so. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day. They put out so many albums at that time, like Master P and them, like it kind of blended together to where you think that a song off of an album, but it actually was off of one of the other albums.
It was on one of those random ones.
Yeah, or off of one of his movies. Remember, he was putting out hood movies back then too.
Yeah, some hood movies. Yeah.
And they had little soundtracks.
And was crazy. Like, how some artists, especially at that time, concentrated on the best quality work. And no disrespect to Master P, but he would just put it out. He would Master P, and it will go gold. It will go platinum.
Oh, he was still getting that money.
Yeah.
Put out one quality one, or put out 5 that are quality, just not the highest caliber, and make the same amount of money that the one person made off of one.
I remember Silk the Shocker, and Silk had that offset, rap style, but girls love Silk the Shocker, and a lot of people love Silk the Shocker, right? Man, I got a platinum plaque from Silk. Man, I think I brought it up to the radio station. I did something, and I had other plaques by the end. But, man, I almost got into a fight over somebody saying Silk wasn't no good. I was like, man, Silk was the shit. Man, I don't care what you say. That first Silk the Shocker album, that second one, when he started doing work with Maya and all of them. But shout out Silk the Shocker, man. Shout out Silk.
And it's still free C Murder. C Murder, that was...
Now, did you like his album? Did you be honest? Did you like?
C Murder has some stuff.
You was a C Murder fan?
Yeah, I was more of a C Murder fan than a Silk the Shocker fan.
There you go. That's Builder 341. I'm Silk the Shocker, and you C Murder. You light skinned in jail. Now, man, you know what? I was listening to new singles. I was listening to Rick Ross's new album. And I really try to study these albums and listen to them and be objective. Like I'm writing a review for a magazine or something like I used to back in the day. And I'm listening to Rick Ross' album. He picks really good beats. And if you like traditional Rick Ross, it's the same Rick Ross.
That's what I said. That's what I said the last one. I was like, I was really surprised. Like, he got in his bag.
You know what surprised me though? Remember, he would do a Maybach music song, 1, 2, 3, 4. This newest one is him and Jeezy. And I hate to say this, but I love to say this. Hands down, we need a new album from Jeezy. Jeezy.
That's facts.
Jeezy killed that, man. Technically, Jeezy can release that without Rick Ross and just have him on there.
But he
Jeezy.
did the same. He did the same. He did the same thing on T.I.'s album, on the one
Yeah,
with
yeah.
him and
Uh-huh.
T-Pain. And I
He killed.
mean,
He killed. You could
Jeezy.
tell he studied. You could tell he studied. Like, okay, okay, okay. He
Yeah, yeah,
killed it. He killed it. We forget that Jeezy is lyrical, and you listen to some of his songs from back in the day, old Jeezy. You go, damn, I missed that. Damn, Jeezy got something to say.
even his last one. His last one was really good, and
It
I
was
think it was
good.
really slept on.
It was
And
slept
it's the
on though.
one he's sitting there leaning up against that car, but he was more on like some grown man, and I think it
Right.
really got slept on.
I think too, like the presentation, what's your rollout? Remember, he had the book. You know, he had a whole bunch of stuff come
Oh yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
He was getting divorced from the Asian chick, and the Asian chick was saying, you do this with dark meat, but you don't do this with dark. You know, it was a whole bunch going on. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
yeah. But shout out Jeezy, man, you killed it. You killed it,
yeah. He been
man.
doing
You
that
killed it.
residency out there in Vegas. Like
Oh, he doing a
everybody,
residency?
he's been doing it. He's been doing his shows out there in Vegas, and it's all like you got to be fully suited and booted. Like
Okay,
it's a
okay.
black tie affair, and he's got the biggest symphony playing behind, so it's a live thing.
I need to look online and see if I see some snips from it. Cause I wonder, because his cadence, he's kind of like a E40 where it's kind of overdubbed, or it's kind of like two tracks. You know what I mean? Like, you listen to
Mm-hmm.
how Jeezy rap, yeah, da 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 da, snowman, and then da 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 da, to where you can't stop and then say that. So I often wonder live, does he really give you what you need? Does it flow? You know what I mean? Is it the vocals over
And
him rapping?
I
You
think
know,
on his last album, I'll send it to you and re-listen to it. It doesn't have that, that
that cadence,
that double
right?
on there,
Because
that double
for
flow,
me,
like that kind of.
yeah, which is good, and that's a style that
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
like,
yeah,
to me, like Slick Rick, Redman. A lot of people have that. Redman don't always do it live, but he's crazy freestyle. But when you do those
yeah,
double
yeah,
entendres like that, it's hard to do that live.
yeah,
Buster. Buster got spiff, and he right there with him, just killing it.
yeah, yeah.
He just
Busta puts
killing it.
on the best show. Like
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
Busta, like if you ain't ever seen Busta like live, like that's definitely one of the ones.
You know who else got a new one? Is Tyga. Tyga has a new one out called Starface. Is it Starface? Yeah, Starface.
Yeah,
And
that's
kind
his
of,
alter ego.
yeah, it's kind of like house, pop, Euro.
It's 80s. It's supposed to be like an 80s homage.
Yeah,
I kind of like it.
it's kind of like he did that one for the money. And I didn't want to judge it. But on the same time, when you listen to the new Too Short album, he got a song on Too Short, got a new album out. And it's good. It's
It's
good.
real good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
too shorts banging on that one.
Yeah, and your boy Little John
That's
did
some
a lot of the
definitely
production on it.
that's definitely some Sir Too Short kind
Yeah.
of.
And that single with E40 and Tiger on it, Tiger's killing it.
Yeah, he
Tiger's
did
a
good on
good
that one.
party rapper,
Yeah, you
definitely
love you some Tiger. The kids be giving you flack on it. They was like, no, no.
no, no. Look. I'm still disappointed about the game, man. I'm still disappointed about the game of YG, man. I really felt like that could have been a movement. I really feel like, and dude, I get it. We've all overplayed our hand when it comes to big performances and our careers. And we just but the world was looking at that versus to see, okay, what are they going to do? Because you hear Too Short talking about doing another verses with E40. And the first one was dope, even
Yeah,
though one person looked a little tipsy, but this next one, if they let him do another one, it's gonna be crazy.
yeah, yeah. You
You
think
know,
that you think we'll get one for the left side?
definitely, dude. Dude, I gotta mention
Can we?
this, dude. I gotta mention this, and this shout outs to the left side. So when I sit back and I listen to that Kurupt and Battle Cat album, Kurupt and Battle Cat have a album together that's out now. It's a single that's in video rotation and whatnot. For me, it's probably about two or three strong songs. But
I'll give it 3.
I feel like Kurupt needed Daz. And I understand the politics, what's going on with Snoop and Kurupt and Daz right now. But he needed somebody with a certain kind of flow, because a lot of his tracks are party tracks. And how he raps, his cadence, they just don't seem like it's not like dog food. It's not like dog food. Every time
I don't think
I listen
there's
to
anything like there's nothing like dog food because I
no, but
mean
anytime I listen
we
to
all
it,
we got wasn't like dog food.
I
We got wasn't bad
know.
either.
Anytime I listen to a track, I want to judge it, and I go dog food, dog food. You know what I mean? Because you can't. Yeah, I mean, somebody can walk in there and go, "This song was what?" And he go, "Dog food, dog food,
Yeah.
dog
New
food."
York, New York.
Yeah, every song on that album was crazy.
Yeah.
But it was a balance. And Kurupt, even though he had features on there, he had a couple features, it's still, to me, the balance of, because his rap style is kind of talking too. It's kind of evolved to be more battle talking too. And so on
Yeah.
these smooth tracks, he's like just talking. And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm trying not to be too objective because it's Kurupt and Battle Cat and just the legacy, and you know what I mean?
It
But
is. It is. I mean, it's the West Coast. I mean, they're West Coast titans. Like you can't. But I expected being that it's Kurupt and Battle Cat. I expected
both
to be
fight.
able to walk. I wanted to walk the whole album,
Right. See? And
but
that's
I
I
didn't.
wanted
But I
that.
didn't. But I. But
I
I didn't.
wanted
But I
that for
didn't
the
get
left.
that.
I wanted that
But
for
I
the
didn't
left.
get that.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I want y'all to comment in there and tell me, listen to that album, and tell us what you think about the Kurupt and Battle Cat album. Because this is what my expectations was. I was hoping that this Kurupt album would be Snoop Dogg's Blue Carpet Treatment, which is almost a perfect album to me. You know, that was
Yeah.
one of Snoop's, to me, that was one of Snoop's best album outside of Doggy Style. The Blue Carpet Treatment, it had soul, had who he was, he represented, and then they helped him change his style. If you listen to after the intro, that first song, it was a different cadence for Snoop on that song. A good producer
Oh
would
yeah.
bring that out in you, you know.
He had everybody on that too.
Yeah, the Blue Carpet Treatment.
From Stevie Wonder to 40 to, I mean,
I wanted that for Kurupt. I wanted Kurupt to have a Blue Carpet Treatment. You know what I mean? I wanted one for the left. You know what I'm saying? I wanted one for the left.
there's so many artists that, that are phenomenal MCs that don't have those albums. That like Jadakiss, one of my favorite MCs. Does he have a perfect album, a timeless album? Probably not.
I can take his singles and make at least 3
You,
albums.
yeah, you can do a greatest hits for
I
sure.
could take his singles, at least do 3 albums.
Fabulous, same thing.
No, to me, Fabulous was kind of for the ladies. Did you listen to his Soul Food albums that he did with Jadakiss? Listen, I'm gonna sing you some of those. Jadakiss and Fab, they did like a Soul Food, and he rapped over like.
They did a Freddie versus Jason too. That was good.
That was good, but the Soul Food ones, it's something, I don't know the exact title, but something with Soul Food. Put it in the comments if you remember what that was. Those were tight. I'm gonna send you those.
Yeah.
So
but
you kind of,
there's tons of art.
Look, you kind of sunning my boy Fabulous a little bit, huh?
No, I like Fab, but I just don't think he had a whole complete album.
He had a bunch that went gold and platinum, though.
He had a ton of singles. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like I had some Fabulous playing earlier. Like
okay. No, I'm gonna turn you on to this, and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah.
But I just can't. I can't think of a whole complete body, like a whole body of work. It doesn't make up to Blue Carpet.
You ain't gonna put. I won't deny it. I'll be riding. Do you wanna remember that was his first single? Was that one with Nate Dogg?
Oh yeah. It ain't a hit if Nate Dogg didn't spit.
For East Coast artists. Mm-hmm. Who else is out new right now? Who else is out new? Dave East.
I like that Dave East
album, The Price of Pain.
Yeah, the one with him and
Harry Fraud or Freed or something. Be honest with that one, man. Be honest. You told me
Harry Fraud. I like it. I think he got more in. I think he evolved more as an MC, and I think those beats kind of fit him.
I think those beats. It's very boom bap. It's very East Coast boom bap.
It is. Well, yeah.
Kind of remind me of a Nas album where you want Nas to, you want him to sample a break beat, and he's great because he does what he wants to do.
Yeah, he gonna do exactly what he wants to do.
How many Nas albums would you say was good? Just right off the head. A number.
2.
Man, we would be wrestling right now. We would be squabbling right. 2 good Nas albums?
Complete.
How many people got complete albums? You can't compare that to Dog Food or
Maybe 4. Maybe
the
4.
first Brother Lynch album.
I give Nas probably 4.
How many you give Fabulous? Would you even give Fab any? You're wrong right now.
Fab's got some singles. Fab's got some serious singles.
Too Short. What would you see? I would say Too Short wise, maybe 2 of his albums was just okay, and all the rest of them was slapping. But I'm basing it off of me really enjoying Too Short's albums for what he brings to the table.
Oh yeah, I like Too Short, so yeah, I'm gonna give it more. Probably.
But you're gonna be more objective. But he's not also, a serious artist.
How many albums has Too Short put out?
I think like 15, 16, 17.
I think he's closer to 20.
Okay. And you gonna give Nas 2. Man, East Coast gonna be mad at you. Give us a click in there, man. Give us a click. Look, okay, I'm gonna ask you this. If they was doing a versus and it was Nas and Too Short, who will win? Nas and Too Short.
Too Short.
I didn't say that. Caddey B said that.
Only reason why is because of Blow the Whistle.
Now, when we go viral over this and they talk bad about us, we being objective. There's no reality, only perception. Because you really said Too Short.
Nas is one of my favorite East Coast rappers. But I think Too Short has more hits. How many hits does Nas have? Like hits that you're gonna play at a wedding or at a club or
I think because the history of verses now, and we've had verses where it was underdogs, Nas would have to sing his singles with everybody, which would go crazy. All he had to do was say, Mary, Mary, live your life, girl. Down, down, down. And people would be like, ah! You know, he would just have to sync with his songs right. And because he's Nas, and we look at him as a statesman, and then he would go into some kind of freestyle, he would just have to do it right.
Well, yeah, but you can see, but that's how every single verses is. Like there hasn't been a perfect verses.
I mean, really, what was the best verses to you?
The Snoop and DMX one. Snoop and DMX was dope.
But you could tell they respected each other. You could tell it was a respect. They was in the studio.
Yeah. Lox and Dipset.
That to me, that probably, but the Lox was the underdog on that one. And they did their homework. They started.
See, I never thought that they were there. I never thought that they were the underdog because I was never a big Dipset fan.
But overall, Dipset is way more popular, and they have party songs.
I always thought that they were annoying.
Yeah, see, I was a big Dipset. I was both of them fan, but the Lox, they had singles, and they played the crowd. Dude, think about it. Look, I'm gonna bring it into like fighting. Being in a scenario where you the underdog, you just go in for it. You make your opponent. You let them know you have no fear, even though you scared. You know what I'm saying? And you do what you got to do. You know, you hit the biggest dude. What your uncle say?
Oh, yeah.
So you hit the biggest dude, and the other one's going to get them legs wobbly, and the other one's going to shake. And the Lox went in. They had remember, they was talking shit. Look at it. Remember when they stood behind each other, was walking around? And Sheik was like, say something, say something. You know, Sheik got them guns, and they was all like, army, you know, like green, and then they just hit him with dun 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 dun. Dun. We was like, ah.
I mean, Jadakiss is, you know, one of those wordsmiths that's just he's punchy. So he's not the person that you really want to like battle with. I'm waiting to see how this whole thing's gonna go with 38 Spad.
But another different kind of artist too, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see on Joe and Joe Budden's podcast when they got into a heated discussion about who's better, Luther Vandross or Stevie Wonder, and he was hot, and he was like, no, in certain tones, and he was like, fool, his most favorite song he got from Stevie Wonder, which was Creeping, but he sounded better. Luther Vandross sounded better doing Stevie's song, and so with music, it's just objective. But I can't believe you said that Too Short would beat Nas in the verses.
Only because of the club songs.
Who would beat Nas? Who would beat Jay-Z in the verses? If you could pick somebody to be with Jay-Z, who would beat Jay-Z? Because I don't think nobody would beat Snoop in the verses. Like, I mean, that DMX one didn't count. They was friends. But who could beat Snoop in the verses in his own lane? Nobody.
Yeah.
Who can beat
Nah,
Jay-Z? Think about it. Who can beat Jay-Z in the Verzuz?
like Jay, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say that he's the greatest.
But you see,
Like,
that's the politics with Jay-Z. The perception is he's the greatest and can nobody touch him in the Verzuz. It can't be Nas, right? It can't. So who could really touch him? And the only person personally I think could not get Jay-Z if they was living would be Tupac or Biggie. Tupac or Biggie, either one of them would murder him doing a Verzuz if they were still living. But other than them two,
I think Cube or Face could get him.
no, but he got the crowd. He got the movement.
I don't
Q,
know.
you think Scarface couldn't get no Jay-Z? I'm not saying he's not a good rapper or equally good rapper, but who would even go against Face? Who would we even get to go against Face?
Face said he don't even. I think Face said he don't even want to do it.
Anybody that you got to go against Face at the end of it, they gonna come shake his hand because he the GOAT. They be like, man, I hope I didn't disrespect you. Like, who could even go against him?
I don't think anybody can go against Face.
Especially nobody in the South.
No.
He's kind of.
I mean, him and Bun B would have a fun time.
That would okay. Bun B, okay.
That would be a fun one.
You know who it took me a long time. I don't know if I should say it. I'm not trying to be a hater because I respect his hustle. Remember when they said Future was like the best rapper when he first came out? And I didn't even feel like he was a rapper. I felt like he was something of his own doing. And not until I went to a club and heard Future and listened to the young people. And remember, you hear me talk about Future. Like, I respect his originalness. You know what I mean? It's like the ugly girl at the club with green eyes and a pretty face, but she ugly. It's like, I respect you, but I don't want to go home with you. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's just the uniqueness of it,
I've always felt the same about like Jay-Z. Like, I've never felt like when Jay first came out, I wasn't like, he's like the best. I'm like, okay, he's mediocre. Like, I've never.
They hate on us.
They can hate me. They can hate all they want.
What about Jay-Z and Drake?
Jay-Z all day.
Drake would beat him in a Verzuz because it's who's the most popular, and Jay's 60.
Yeah, but Drake's
but he got hits.
I'm gonna have to bleep that out. But
yeah, it's gonna be more powerful when you bleep it out, though. But I mean, he got hits. All he got to do is start singing. You know, he sold more records than anybody right now, which is crazy. Since we put out that we did the little thing talking about his album, he sold more than anybody.
I still don't see how.
Right, that's the music biz. You just said Too Short would be Nas in the Verzuz. That's just being objective.
I just think that Nas has more hits, or that Too Short has more party hits, more club hits, more things that people know. You know what I mean?
Well, Future got hits. Who can go up against Future? Look, Future and Kurupt. You put Future and Kurupt, Future would emulate Kurupt.
But just like we said, when it came to Game and YG, it all depends on the crowd. It all depends on the crowd because the young kids are gonna go for YG, old heads are gonna go for Game. Hip hop people who are like more into lyricists are gonna go for Game. Other people who like party scenes are gonna go for YG.
Right.
So, it's all in the crowd, and that's how it's going to go with anybody. With Nas, everything, just like Birdman and Master P.
What did you think about that Verzuz, though?
They was like, oh, we should have done this in New Orleans. It's like, yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda done a lot of things. Like Wayne should have been there. Like, I mean, there should have been a whole bunch of other people that should have been there.
Should have been there.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what we notice about the Verzuz? They get drunk a lot too, or whatever.
Some of them do.
So whatever the substance, not all of them, but I'm saying,
it's a party.
A little inebriated after a while.
Yeah, but I mean, it should be work. You know what I mean? You should go to work.
That's how the Lox was. The Lox was.
Yeah, they was locked in. You know what I mean?
They were all locked in.
But then you had Bone and 3-6 Mafia.
What you think about that one? Come on, be objective.
Yeah, I mean, I expected it to go down the way it did.
Did? You didn't think?
Yeah.
I thought Bone was going to get him.
But
Bone had more hits. See? That's your whole thing. Bone got more hits than 3-6.
Yeah, but I feel that 3-6 is more respected.
Does that mean to the crowd,
Bone, from what I've seen in person with them, they don't work well together all the time.
Yeah, yeah. We both seen that live. And I, no dig to
And
them,
I
but
think that
they
I
not
think
in sync.
that carried on stage. Like they
Right,
had an off night. I'll say they had an
right,
off night. They
right,
wasn't in
right.
sync. You know what I mean? And I think that's what hurt them in that Verzuz.
But I've seen them be in sync, but I've seen them not. I've seen them
Yeah.
like backstage, not even say nothing to each other and look and go out there and just do their show. But the Locks, they was in sync.
Oh
They would
yeah.
look at
Yeah.
each other. They would look each other like after a song, and then somebody would throw a shot like at like Jim Jones or one of them, and he would be like, "Shut up, fool!" Da 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 da. And Sheik would just be walking around not saying nothing, and then all of a sudden he would be like, "Boom!" And they would be like, "Because that's hip hop. That's the origin of hip hop. Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
element?"
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That
No.
element, that element.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Big Daddy Kane, Big Daddy Kane and Chris, it was okay. I don't even
Yeah.
know who they said won with Chris and Big Daddy Kane.
I think that one was just more for the culture. I don't even think that one was really a Versus. That's just kind of like the Too Short and E40 one. Like, you know what I mean? That
Right,
was
right. It was
just
more respect. Yeah, it was more respect.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The Snoop and DMX one, that kind of had a little bit in it because,
yeah.
DMX is everybody with him is from the right and Snoop is from the left and they had their beef with
Right.
Kurupt and you know what I mean? That whole thing.
They both got the dog incorporated in their stuff. You
Oh
know
yeah,
the
yeah.
you know the verses that was the funniest to me was that R&B one with Ray J holding his baby, singing bad, going through a bipolar moment.
I couldn't even watch that.
Omarion eating watermelon, grinding on the ground. It was wild.
We need some of these R&B like people like
Right.
Ray J and Omarion. They need to get in touch with Building 341 because Rubbaban needs to sit down and help these brothers out.
Man, just like I mean, we all have moments in this business where you do, but from that one, what's not Omari, but Mario wound up getting a new deal, and then he came out with a single after that went to that shout out because Omarion, who they thought was the underdog, only had one or two hits. He killed that verses. Mario killed that verses.
Yeah.
But if somebody get on there with Jacquees is a beast. Jacquees gonna sing your song and do your song over and kill it, but ain't nobody gonna know his song. Like Jacquees is a beast.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out Jacquees, man. Shout out Jacquees.
Yeah.
Beyonce got a new single. It's cool.
I saw something about that with Jay on it.
With Jay on it.
Over
It's
like a
cool.
Biggie
The
over
remix. I like
a
the
Biggie
remix.
track.
Yeah, it's cool. I
ain't heard it yet.
I feel like so many of the artists that are really big when they come out, they have such a rollout and money behind them and publicity behind them. Oftentimes, you don't even want to listen to that. Wow, man, it's just Beyonce, but it's actually really good. You know what I mean? And you just go.
I'll check it out tomorrow.
And one of the things I think is kind of heated right now in the music business is AI. And it was like a little summit, and I was watching it, and they were saying every music studio I go in and now everybody using AI. And they asked one of the execs like, "How do you feel about that?" He was like, "What's wrong with it? We use it. It's making our artists better." So it's interesting to see. Remember when T-Pain came? I mean, he wasn't the first one, but in this generation to make that talk box popular, other than Zap, and it goes back farther, DJ Quick or whoever, but that version of it, Future probably too. But remember, everybody was against it. Jay made a song about auto tunes, and now we doing AI.
That's the auto tune. Yep.
Yeah, which is, you know what I mean? Which is AI. It's a whole nother beast.
Oh yeah, I mean, and like Timbaland, he put out that whole AI artist that he built.
Crazy. It's crazy.
And it's just like my girl was telling me how she saw a thing how all EDM and all that stuff is all AI.
Oh, it is?
Dubstep, EDM, like most of it's all AI now.
And it's selling.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, festivals packing out.
But what do they do when they go do live shows?
Just DJs.
Are they Milli Vanilli?
No, because EDM and all that stuff, it's all DJs. So all you're doing is just going up there and you have DJs playing music.
So you performing in a different way.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So you know what I mean? You just go out there and you just going and you just playing all the different EDM stuff. It's all AI made.
Right. And I've heard some of the music. I mean, you can just create that now.
Yeah.
Like I literally could just say, Tiny and T.I. got remarried. I'm sorry, Tiny, blah, blah, blah. Put it in AI and they'll make me a song, which is crazy.
But yeah, and give it the flavor of an escape beat with some new T.I. and produced by Skateboard P.
Exactly. That's wild, dude. But shout out, man.
I just wrote somebody's album. Anybody puts that out there, I want 10%.
Want a
Building
piece. He want
341.
a piece. Well, yeah. Shout out to Real Love, Tiny and T.I., man. Getting remarried, doing a thing, man. 16, 17
Yeah.
years.
And shout out to everybody we was talking about too. We just talking, you know what I mean? It's like,
oh yeah.
Everybody.
I gotta say this too, B. Tell me how you feel about this. I really feel like we talk about music and all that, but I feel like the level of negative when it comes to racial tensions, I really feel like people should keep I don't want to say thoughts. I really feel like people should keep their racism in their house. Like I don't know what the right word for it, but I feel like, back in the days, you just didn't talk. Like now, like dude, I was in line, right? I was in line. I ain't gonna say
It's
the
those
story.
red hats. It's
I
those
was
red
in
hats,
line.
man.
No, peep game.
They made it cool.
Yeah, dude. So look, I thought you was taking a shot, but yeah, I get it. Double entendre.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, I'm in line, and it was this Hispanic lady with two like teenage daughters that obviously was like some Spanish, and they had a kid, and the kid looked mixed. The kid definitely looked African, mixed, right? So
Yeah.
I'm in line, and it was a European, I'll just say European couple in front of me, and they was almost at the register, and so the
From
lady
the Caucasus
goes,
Mountains.
yeah, and the lady said, "No, hon, I think the baby's very urban. The baby's cute, but I think the baby's like black and Mexican or something." And the girl, one of the teenagers, turned around with her phone and said, "No, we're from another country, right?" And had her phone and was like talking to the lady, and the lady was like, "No, just wondering because your baby's cute, but I thought it was black." And I'm behind the lady, and they're doing their little thing. Dude, I wanted to put my little stuff down and just leave. Like, man, I just want people to leave their racism at home, man. Like, love somebody. Show some peace. Listen to Marvin Gaye, what's going on. Like, man, listen to that first dog food album. Like, it's just, I think this moment we in right now, people feel like they could just say whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
Stop saying it. We know who people are. Yeah.
They got no fear no more. You know? I followed this one page on Instagram. I love it. And it's just leave black people alone. Just leave us alone.
That's it. Like, we not even talking about all this. Like, you know who's talking about it is these young white kids is on all these blogs just telling. I have to turn that stuff off so much. It'd be so negative sometimes. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too
no,
much.
It's just like I said, it's they made it cool with those red hats. Like,
shout out to Peace, y'all. Shout out to Peace. I ain't dissing nobody. But the young girl just took out her phone and just started talking mess to the white girl. The white girl was like, I mean, I thought your baby was black. And I'm right behind her. I was like, this is wow. What's going on in this? I feel like we in Bizarro world, OG. I feel like we in Bizarro.
Where was your? No, it's the Idiocracy movie.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That movie, Idiocracy, was just, I mean, it was a glimpse of the future. And now we live in that.
Dude, we don't even know, like, when they say something about what's going on, we don't even know if it's true.
No.
You know what I'm saying? If I call you and say Tiny and T.I. broke up, you will be like, I don't believe it.
It's 2026 and we have access to all of this information and you can't trust any of it.
That's wild.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's so much different than, before, like when we first met and I was young with all them kids in the back of that orange Datsun.
There you go. I love that. Man, I wish I could buy me one of them, man, and leave it in my garage. You had beat in that too.
You had your red little Nissan, the Sentra.
That's what I had. Oh, I didn't have a Lolo or nothing?
You had the BMW and you had the Lolo was parked. I think it was hidden.
Okay. Why you can't, when you tell your story, make how when people tell their stories? Remember when Vince was like, I was sitting on 3-wheel motion, Rubber, you walked up And I had a bad one in the back seat, and it was cocaine all on the seat. Yeah, that Datsun. Dude, that Datsun to me was a moment. You know, when you look at somebody and go,
with
damn.
the broken seat and the side lean back. And I had to lean back, not trying to be cool, but just because the seat was broke.
Real talk. Yeah. But now
You
that made
know.
you look, don't get my car dirty, move your feet, everything clean, the beat is crisp. Look at you. The AC blowing cold. I don't think none of us had AC back then.
Nah.
I think maybe my third or fourth car till I got AC. You know what I'm saying?
That BMW you had AC in there.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I mean, once I was doing my thing and traveling, I was doing my thing.
Yeah.
But
still had to move the dishwasher over to the sink, but it was okay.
Man, you gotta keep a little bit of where you come from. You gotta keep a little bit of where you come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope we deal with this moment.
Back then it was more simple. You know what I mean? I pick up the phone, I call you. Hey, Rubber, can I come over? Can I make some CDs? Can I go through the records? Oh yeah. I got time tomorrow. Okay, come over. We just sit there for an hour. No phones. We just sit there
But
just running
look
through
too,
music.
though, it was easier for people to get their ass beat back then too. So you didn't say as much. You didn't talk as much mess as people do now. You know what I mean? Like people talk an absorbent amount of mess now. Like you knew somebody was gonna see you. People aren't social like that. People aren't out like that. And so
I think what it was is back then there was no proof. Now they'll record you and they'll sue you. They're gonna go viral from you beating their ass. So you know what I mean? Like you didn't want to sit there and turn and say nothing to them people, because somebody's gonna record you, and then you gonna be the angry black man yelling at these two white people.
The teenage girl
in
turned
Walmart.
around with her phone. She turned around with her phone and said something to the lady, and the lady was like, the lady didn't even care though. She didn't even care. She was like, "Oh, I thought your baby was black." What does that matter either?
No, that's the caucasity of it.
But think about it. In the early 2000s, especially the late 90s, on down, I don't know if she would have had enough energy to even say that.
No,
it
wouldn't have been. It probably wouldn't have been even a thought.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't phones like that, but even so, like, yeah, I just the moral of that, and the only reason I brought that up is I want people to keep their racism back in their house. Love somebody. We more alike than we not alike. Really, we more alike than we not. All of us. So good and bad. People.
Oh yeah,
good and bad.
Definitely.
People. Rich and poor.
Definitely.
No AC in your car and AC.
I was watching the Club Shay Shay with Afro Man last night, and so he got 90 something acres over in Ohio, and he said he wants to build, a city for Afro people. He said, but he doesn't want, and he hasn't used the N-word since probably 2000.
He's very unique. He's a unique, and he could tour off that song forever.
He don't want to hear it. He don't want to.
I like that.
On his land, he don't want it to be said. Nothing. You can come here. I just want love, peace, and you can say that word on the other side of the fence, just not on this fence.
But he's also an admitted gang member from A-Tray Gangster, one of the biggest gangs from Southern California. So you can evolve. You can do better and be better.
Yeah.
And he had a few hits.
Yeah.
I tell
people,
dude, and one of the other jobs I do, I ask young people, especially young men, like, what do you want to do? How do you want to be? How do you want to be presented? How do you want people to see you? Talk to me. The things you do now will kind of create who you will be later. Like, will you always be kind of Afro Man? That's just one thing he is. He's probably a father, a business person. I mean, he won that lawsuit when he sued the police department, remember?
Yeah.
So obviously he's more than a thug, you know what I mean? Shout out Afro Man. And maybe on that day he didn't get out,
Maybe.
So he don't want you to say the N-word, huh?
Nah, he don't want to be around it.
Too. Even when he was in court, he was like on some other.
Yeah, you should watch it. I just started watching it, so I'm barely into it. But
I just seen clips.
It's something. It's something,
another one that we brought up was Ray J. Like, Ray J been blessed. He didn't have so many opportunities. he done reinvented himself so many times. I just hope he makes
Yeah.
it through all these. Cause notice he comes back. Like somebody looking out
He
for Ray
do.
J.
He do. He do. What's up with all these R&B singers that constantly going through it? I mean, I get it. Like
Yeah,
you sing soulful, painful music, but
right,
Tyrese, he
right.
going through it. Like,
They all need a mood stabilizer, huh? They all need something to take that edge
yeah,
off. Yeah. I mean, they not eating like they used to eat because people not buying, they not listening to R&B music. They listening to pop music and country right now. You know,
yeah,
R&B is not as big as
Neo
it
Soul's
was.
making a comeback too.
Yeah, yeah. But K-pop is
Yeah,
killing them all.
yeah, somewhat.
No, they running the industry, K-pop and country, but they stole that old soul R&B. They use 4/4s, Teddy Riley, all them from back in the days. And then with
Yeah,
AI, they can just tailor it. And when you listening to R&B soul music, even from the 90s and 2000, they study the art form, all art forms. Like if you really look at their culture, the Asian culture, not all of them, but overall,
yeah,
they
yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciated even hip hop. Like the hip hop DJs that I would know
Mm-hmm.
from like, China, Chinese ones, Japanese ones, they would just, let's do a session, let's just DJ. And they would just, why you turn your head like this? Okay, why did you play this record with this record? I was like, well, when I'm playing, I kind of watch the crowd. And if the crowd ain't feeling it, everybody know this one. And this one, I got a lot of filler space so I can just cut it in if it's a dry. Like we would be talking DJ talk, and then they would call me over a couple days later and be like, "Listen to this," and I would be like, because they want to know. Like think about breakdancing.
Yeah,
It's no,
lowrider culture, all of it.
yeah. Think about it's no major black breakdancers. It's no major Puerto Rican, and they started it. The blacks and the Puerto Ricans, and it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
part of the Olympics now, and they're killing it. They're
yeah.
killing it. Shout out. That's why we should all be. That's why we more alike than we not. Come on, keep it in your house. And I hate to say keep it in your. I mean, we shouldn't have it at all, but it's just part of the beast, man. It's just part of what it is.
It is. It is
Yeah.
because of ego and pride and being uneducated. I think the
No,
biggest part of racism.
but keeping us divided helps the other people do what they want to do anyway. And when you divide people, they fight amongst
Yeah,
themselves, and then the other people go in and do what they want to do, like take healthcare away and all those other things. So, I mean, this ploy has been done over and over and over, but I just want people to just love each other. Don't put that in the comments, but I do. Like I'm curious to see. Like I said, we're more alike than not. You know what I'm saying? It's good music and bad music.
oh yeah, yeah. There is all music. There's good and bad in it.
Yeah,
All genres. It's like not
yeah.
everybody can feel the same things, and that's fine. But you don't have to hate on it.
You
I
really said
mean,
you really
I
said
hate
Too
country.
Short would
I
get
I did.
Nas in a Verzuz. Shout out Too
I just
Short.
said I just said he's got more hits. He's got a bigger body of work than Nas does.
You think so?
Albums. How many albums does Nas have?
He
In the
has a whole
comments.
bunch
How
too. I
many
don't think he got 20. I don't think he got
how
20, but
and how Too Short's been doing it longer.
yeah, he's been doing it longer. Yeah, he's been doing it longer. What about Little Kim?
Too Short was one of the first
Yeah,
like
he
to
was.
get
He
signed
was in the
major
Bay.
on the West
Yeah,
Coast.
the major artist in the Bay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Like,
he's still doing it.
yeah. And he just dropped an album last week.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. And I think
You know what I mean?
Lil Jon is
And
on
he
there,
and,
but
and he dropped one at the beginning of the year too.
yeah, yeah. Getting all
You
that
know what I mean?
independent
So it's
money.
like, and one of the things about, and that's not even talking about his side projects that he's done. Too Short presents this, Too Short presents that. Just his own
Oh,
albums. He
that's
has
more.
more albums than Nas.
Dude, I can't even talk to you about this being in the same category. I feel like my hip hopness. I'm like, even this conversation, I feel like if we was up on Joe's podcast, we will be arguing right now. But being objective,
And
I get what you
I love
mean.
Nas. I love Nas. I think Nas is better than Jay-Z.
Okay, okay. I think overall for me, Nas is like that first album. Remember they talk about that first album on the East Coast, like Nas's first album, like it's the best album, but it only really sold gold back then. It wasn't that big,
I
but
know
I
they say that's that compares to our Chronic, but I don't think that you can't compare that to Chronic.
dog food in 20 years, when you listen to the production in dog food by the Dog Pound, it's still a masterpiece. And that's why
Yeah,
I
definitely.
go back to that album with Kurupt and Battle Cat, two really good artists. But this album, maybe they made it for their fans that wanted to just hear. They didn't want to stretch outside of their fan base, you know?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm a fan, and I felt it lack.
Right. Shout out Onyx. Caddey gonna listen to that Onyx album too by the next time we plug in. The new music was
Yeah.
good. I'm listening to it. But again, I'm ready for Slam Part 2026. And if you want to listen to Slam, you listen to their first album. You see what I'm saying?
That was the first cassette that I stole, was at Onyx Slam, the
See?
mall in Oceanside.
See? And now he go to church on Sundays and listen to EDM, you know? And look, and he thinks Scarface can beat anybody in the verses.
There you go.
I don't even know who we would put with Scarface. It would probably be, like you said, Bun B, and it would be a friendly competition.
Oh yeah. No, that would just be for fun.
Because I don't think Willie D and Scarface get along right now, right? They kind of go off and
Oh, I
on
don't know.
anyway. I don't think they getting along right now.
Who knows?
Right. No, they get
Who
into it
knows?
like any group.
But who would you put with 8 Ball and MJG?
One of those kind of groups, like from that era. Like you got to respect the eras, kind of. Like you can't.
Okay, so
Nobody.
who would you put against Outkast if you get Andre back?
I would probably put Goody Mob and Outkast. I would put Goody Mob and Outkast. Both of them would really do well.
That's the same clique, though. That's the same.
But I think equally putting Outkast and that Dungeon family, putting Outkast and putting them on there too, because both of them got major hits. Could you imagine when it starts going dun, 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 and they start singing hootie hoo and all that, man, that would be crazy. The catalog would go up. They could do shows. Now, if Andre, I don't know if Andre 3000 would even show up, but if they got him, Big Boy would probably want to do it. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
What albums are like any of those Outkast albums? Even now, how can you compare anything right now to those Outkast albums? Even the album you didn't like, you know?
I think the only one I didn't care for was just the Idlewild thing.
Right.
It had like a few tracks on it, but overall,
But maybe that's Jay-Z's 444. Like that I keep trying to listen to that 444 again. I'm trying to be more objective.
I listened to it again. It's good. I like it more now than I did when it first came out.
I feel the same way.
I don't think it's the masterpiece that it gets hyped up to be. It's a good album.
Right.
But a
lot of artists act like you can't say nothing about that album. Like, man, that's the holy grail.
Yeah, and I guess it all goes back to, it's all about perception, like you said, and it's all in how you feel it. You know what I mean? Like for me, like you can't touch Dollars and Cents, DJ Quick.
Right. Oh, that album right there, that was that was almost like his best album. The one when he was on Death Row with Suge, executive produced that one. Like he really, he was coming out of something. And he was more gangster. I think that one was the most gangster one he put out, huh?
Yeah.
Suge put a battery in his back.
Yeah, I mean, he was taking shots at 8. He was taking shots at E. He was taking shots at everybody.
Right.
But the production on it was probably...
Yeah. It was almost
I think it was probably his... Yeah. I think that was a masterpiece for him.
Yeah. But a lot of artists have had those moments. Say like Kanye, right? I was listening to some Kanye. To me, Kanye's first 4 albums, I love them all. Once he got 808 Heartbeats, it was just singles once in a while. But diehard Ye fans, you can't say nothing about Ye. You got to just love everything. Even if he just put out an album with Noise, oh, it's perfect. And he birthed so many people like him after that. Travis Scott, all these other artists came out in his kind of vibe. So I feel like Drake and who Drake is, even though he's come from other rappers, we will get new Drakes. Whether it's like AI Drake, it'll be somebody else that comes in that sings good and raps and probably light skinned. That's more acceptable.
I hope not.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. Because I think Drake's run is not over. Drake gonna have a few more albums. It's gonna be big. Yeah, it's gonna be a few more albums.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, yeah. Ti came back and had a banger. His album is good.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not massive. It's not culturally moving the thing, but I'm quite sure it's selling, and it's a good overall a good album.
I mean, that single moved the needle.
Yeah,
#1 everywhere.
Right. And this dude Grand Hustle, his label, but I'm quite sure somebody else is pushing it. You know what I mean? It's
I
just
think it's on Empire.
Yeah,
I
Empire
think it's on
is an
Empire.
indie, but a big
Yeah.
indie. So yeah.
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 Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I'll leave Drake alone.
What about female? So I gotta give a shout out to my girl Yo Yo. It was her birthday over the weekend, a couple days
She
ago.
dropped a single. She coming back.
Dude, I
Yeah.
go look. Yo Yo used to work at McDonald's, man. Yo Yo used to, man. I think when I was
I worked at McDonald's, so I've done that.
I think when I was going to El Camino College, was she going to El Camino College? Did she work at that? But Yo Yo is a good person, dude, and it's good to see her continue her career. I remember when she opened up for Rakim and Eric B when they did their tour years back. It's just good to see her. She used to live in Blood too. She went to Washington, right, which is in the Crip neighborhood, but she lived in Devil Lane hood, and so and then her whole crew was Crips, right? But we're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna keep it positive. Shout out Yo Yo, beautiful. She had them green eyes back in the days. Just a sweetie. Yeah. Shout out Jinx.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. Yeah.
She one of those ones that only certain people give her credit, but she should get more credit than what
she's a sweetie, and she's found the thing about Yo-Yo's found a way to get her niche, and because she has really good energy, she's in rooms other people ain't in rooms, because you see it. I've seen it. Like some people, some of those old rappers, they just getting shows doing 1,500 doing festivals. Yo-Yo is touring. Yo-Yo is on doing all, like Yo-Yo's been making. And then remember she did the TV. She was Kilolo on Martin. Like she was in she was in Boys in the Hood. Like she was in a bunch of movies too. Like, man. And she's still looking good at that. Man. Shout out, man. I got a few.
I'm glad that the female legacy artists are coming back as well. Because Salt and Pepper are coming back. They were just on Sway.
Don't she got a single with somebody too right now?
And she got a single out. You know what I mean? She did those those bars that she put out, and she dropped a single, and yeah. So it's good for for that.
And culturally, it's just harder for women in this business, and so for you to sustain and still be relevant. The same with MC Lyte. Like she's still in the game. She's still behind the scene doing stuff. She's doing
still
all the
hosting, still doing stuff. She put out her album last year or at the beginning of the year. She put out an album.
Dude, you know who had I had a major crush on? Queen Latifah back in the day. Dude, Queen Latifah had a Presence tour, and Queen Latifah, she just had this Presence tour, and to meet her in person and just around her, she has this aura, this nice aura. And Yo-Yo was nice like that too, but I mean, she was just more more age appropriate. But that East Coast and back in the days, and that whole crew, when they would come to the arenas, when they would come to shows, when they would come and do the music thing, she was always just a nice lady. Just seemed like she'll go off on you if she had to, but cool, gave you eye contact. Again, somebody that developed relationships, kept relationships, nice presence, made movies, transition. Shout out to Queen Latifah. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
and still a spitter.
Shout out to the Queen. And that album with UNITY on it, every song was dope. That whole album. Who you calling her? UNITY. That whole album. The first one was man.
Yeah,
no female rappers
Queen.
that you. How do you feel about Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim's good. She got some,
Do you feel like everybody stole her style?
In the verses, I think I would take Foxy Brown, because I think Foxy Brown had a.
She was more of a harder. Her style was just more you.
Yeah.
I'm taking Lil' Kim. Look, I'm taking Lil' Kim, and you know who I'm going to get. And we going to the island. Yeah. I don't know if I'll take her to the island, but Lil' Kim seemed like a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Lil'
yeah.
Kim seemed like she a Gemini. She seemed like she got different personalities, but she changed the game.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. She
Like,
did.
what do you
She
think
did a
about like
thing.
Gorillas and Lottos? Do you feel like they changed the game any or add to the game since they kind of was birthed from Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim anyway? Because all of them come from that tree.
They do, and I think the other one that we forget about that I think because she was locked up was the Brat.
Right.
And when she first came out,
first platinum rapper,
I thought I was like, man, she fine as hell when she first came out.
for that whole album. Remember, everybody was playing that album and it had hella
Funkified,
bass in it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then
So
I'm not a weed smoker, but I love weed music. I love weed music. And everything, she was like a Snoop, a version of Snoop.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? I know I can't think of none right now, but there's so many other female spitters. Like what I really used to listen to their album was Boss. Boss had an album out in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
She did Deeper, but that whole album was crazy. That whole
Yeah.
go listen to her. Go listen to her.
And your girl
Boss.
Sugar T.
Sugar still be on the internet.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a lot. What about old girl that was from 3 6 Mafia? What was her name? She just passed away.
Gangsta Boo.
Gangsta Boo. Gangsta Boo was dope. Did you listen to that track where they use that NWA beat?
Yeah.
With Gangsta Boo, Foxy Brown,
Yeah.
and
Oh
somebody else
yeah.
was on there. Old girl from No Limit. Don't
Mia
sleep on
X.
her. Mia X
Oh yeah.
really represented on that Verzuz. Like she won
the Verzuz.
the
Mia X won the
Verzuz.
Verzuz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. No,
yeah.
that was all Mia X.
That was Mia
Yeah.
X.
What you
Put
think
in
of
the
that mix
comments.
with all the new females that I put out?
Who in your list? Now, who would you say is the leader of this new school right now?
I'm feeling that Princess Nokia. I think she's the hardest
Why though?
on
Why?
on that list. That Blue Velvet. Go listen to that Blue Velvet and tell me that
Alright.
she's not a spitter.
The beat is
I
good
mean, like,
too. Are you judging
Yeah.
it off beat, substance, content?
both.
What? Okay.
Just listen to it. You go and like actually listen to it.
And what's she
Listen
talking
to the
about?
lyrics. Listen to the lyrics.
She ain't just talking about killing, how good her stuff is.
Nah.
Okay.
There's some stuff on there.
Okay.
What else? That
We got another Foxy Brown in that list.
I think she's right there. Yeah, for
So
sure.
she would be the new Foxy Brown. Okay.
Yeah, I would give her that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, you got Fat. She killing it.
Yeah. Now you
Fat,
think she'll get her exposure though?
I think so. I think she's gonna get it.
Because a lot of times you got to be up under a male artist to really get it. Yo-Yo was under Ice Cube.
And Fat's under Toby.
Yeah. Okay. And then, all of them was under somebody bigger by male standards,
Oh, yeah. Paris Nights is good too. She's a spitter.
Where's she from?
I want to say that she's from the Bay, but I can't really find out where she really from. Like, I've been looking at it, but I'm not getting all the info on her.
It's a lot of Bay Area. There used to be a lot of Bay Area
talking about her.
rappers.
Yeah. And I still think Scar Lip is one that you really got to watch out for.
What about that white chick that was rapping back in the day? That was on T.I. label. What was her name?
Iggy Azalea?
Yeah, she looked like old girl from the White Chicks from that movie.
Yeah. There's another wife girl, Sophie Hunter. She spit.
She good?
Yeah.
Sophie Hunter?
Yeah.
Y'all hear that, y'all?
I'm pretty sure she white. It's a track called Cups 2.
Sophie Hunter, y'all check that out.
I'm gonna upload the list on online on Apple and Spotify for everybody.
And then I want you to write in there.
This is the second time we was talking about it.
Right in there too. Put in the comments. Do you think that Too Short and Nas should do a Verzuz? Who you think will win? And you know what, dude? I mean, it's the same thing. Like going back to Joe Budden, them talking about if Stevie Wonder and Luther. It's really objective. I mean, Stevie has a bigger catalog. He's a GOAT. Luther Vandross made his big hits off of singing other people's songs, even though he was a great artist. He made other people's songs sound better. But I mean, Stevie
Big
is such
Luther
a
and Little Luther.
and
You
think
know,
you know how the world would feel if Nas and Too Short did a versus and he killed them. We in Bizarro world though. We in Bizarro world. Anything could happen.
right? You know,
We got elected officials right now that's supposed to be dead, and people said they hiding them, and it's all kind of crazy stuff going on. It's all kind of
yeah,
crazy stuff going on.
yeah. I mean, we
Remember
voted
when
in a
everybody was saying
Cheeto
Tupac
in
wasn't
the
really dead?
office.
Yeah. This is wild. Wait till the AI stuff gets good to where we going to AI concerts with old artists from every genre. Man, I'm going to a concert next week, an AI concert, man. It's going to be so-and-so. It's going to
Tupac
be
and Prince and
yeah. And you know we would go. We would be like, you know what? That one was good. This AI is crazy.
oh, it's gonna be virtual. You just have to put on the goggles and you just gonna sit there in your living room looking like this, looking
Well,
like
I
Stevie
seen
Wonder,
look, I seen on the
looking like
news
Stevie.
that they was protesting about in your city them putting AI like those big computers somewhere because it makes it hot.
Yeah, talking about the water and stuff. And the city was like, we didn't get no thing on that. Like, that's just people talking.
But the AI is only gonna get bigger and bigger. Y'all got that big dam out there. Y'all got that big dam out there. They can throw some at the bottom of that.
I don't think so. Nobody wants to
Yeah,
come out here to the country.
man, that ain't the country no more. That ain't the country. I ain't the
Chico,
country.
they keep shutting stuff down. You know, Amazon tried to come out here.
Oh, they
Amazon had
did.
to go to the next town, but they out in the next town over. They out in Orland
Oh, they in
because they
Orland?
didn't want them here. Yeah, yeah. Because this town keeps shutting stuff down. Like they don't want.
Right.
Remember
Well,
how remember when they tried
they
to do?
don't want it to grow. They don't want it to keep growing. They got to slow the process. You want to keep the purest.
Yeah.
You want to. The reason why people come to small towns is for a reason. If you want to be
Remember
in
when they
San
tried to do
Francisco, you
when they
go to
tried
San
to do the
Francisco.
Walmart Supercenter? When they tried to do the Walmart Supercenter, they wouldn't let that go because Target was all up in arms saying, "Oh no, because if they start selling food, that means we're not going to be able to fight, and Winco's right over here." And so as soon as Walmart couldn't do that, what does Target do? They get rid of their nursery center and they start selling food.
Yeah.
And they put in produce and lettuce and all that stuff.
They took away the D, I, and A, and all that, and then they released Jay-Z's "Reasonable Doubt," his first album. It's been at Target since last week, and $40, dude. $40 for an album 30 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Jay-Z also has a box set, and you can only get it online with all his albums, and it's in a little crate. And I want to say it's like $1,200-$1,300. Don't quote me exact, but it's over 1,000 of all Jay-Z albums. That man make money. It's a business. What do you
How many
say? Men
albums Jay-Z
lie?
got?
Huh?
How many albums Jay-Z got?
6, 7, 8, something like that. You think he got that many?
I don't even know.
Let's say let's say for argument's sake he got 7 or 8, and he owned his masters, and he's selling them only at Target and online. It's a business. It's a business.
It is.
You want
Everything
all 2
is.
short albums? You want all 2 short
We're
albums? We're gonna look online for you.
We're all selling something, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude. Too Short been independent for a minute though.
Yeah.
I think after number 10, he was on Jive. I think after number 10 or 11, he wasn't on Jive no more. He been doing his thing independent after that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he
Shout
went to
out
Atlanta
Too
before anybody else went to Atlanta.
Yeah. Shout out Too Short and Eric Sermon. Hey. Yeah. So my last thing I gotta say, Caddey, I need you to put that as a wish list. Cause I think that would really put some energy into the verses if it wasn't so, cookie cut. You know what I'm saying? Cause historically, people always said Too Short wasn't really verbal and he kept the same style. Because raps changed so much. And he stayed consistently Too Short, which helped him be who he is.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But I think Too Short evolved because go back and listen to the one with Blowjob Betty on it.
Right. Yeah, definitely from Blowjob Betty. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen to that album, Getting It.
Yeah. Getting It was that was his that was his perfect album right there. Remember production on Getting It? On that 10, number 10?
Oh yeah.
He had Parliament Funkadelic in that. The production was like crisp.
And Banks was all over that.
Yeah. Too Short dude got crazy hits. We so used to him, and people like LL Cool J would just massive hits, you forget they're great and it comes easy. E42, like you forget those kind of legacy artists
Yeah.
just have massive
Oh
hits
yeah, yeah.
and you judging. And again,
Massive.
I go back to Kurupt and Battle Cats album and I want to be objective, but I want to see the growth. But at the same time, I respect it and I do love some tracks. And every time I want to say something bad, I go, dog food, dog food, dog food. And that album was
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Another one. Who could go against LL in a Verzuz?
No, see, LL helped start this. He was the first major rap artist, not the first rapper, but the face on a. I mean, you could say Curtis Blow was too, maybe, but
Yeah,
Curtis
they
Blow was a
playing
different genre.
basketball.
Yeah, Curtis
Exactly.
Blow was a different genre than him. You know,
Yeah,
LL like.
but I mean, another one. LL just dropped an album. What was it, last year? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a pretty good album.
That was a good
I don't think
album.
people gave it enough credit.
Right, right. And that, again,
You know
I
what I
keep
mean? But who?
speaking to being objective and even judging albums sometimes. But I
Yeah,
want people to listen to Corrupt's album. I want them to listen to all those albums. Even Juvenile had a new album, remember? Last year. At the end of
yeah,
last
that
year.
was dope.
That was nice.
That was.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll even give Jim Jones's last album a decent run
Oh,
because
I
I
like
listened to
Jim
it and
Jones. That song when
I didn't.
He redid
I
Summertime
thought it was
over.
decent.
That was
I thought
tight.
it was decent. I'm not a Jim Jones fan,
I fuck with Jim Jones. You know why I fuck with Jim
but
Jones
that was
too?
good.
Jim Jones is old, but he don't even know he old, and he think he the flyest nigga in the room. I respect Jim Jones. If I seen Jim Jones, I'm like, "What's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga?" Yeah, yeah. Jim Jones is. They just said 50 was talking about him because he just got evicted from his podcast space. But we in Bizarro world anyway, man. I don't even care. We in Bizarro world right now.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Wasn't he at the BET Awards? I want to go to the BET Awards. You know, like, hey,
Man.
I don't think he
Okay.
won no award, but he was at the BET Awards with who was he with? Fabulous? He was with somebody. Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
Him and Chrissy. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it was Dave East too, maybe. I think Dave East was
Probably.
there.
They've been kind of thick as thieves lately.
Yeah, man. Shout out Dave East,
You
man.
know.
I just wanted more, you know. And you know me, dude. I want a song I can sing in the car. Like so with Dave East, I kept waiting to see like when I'm gonna get a break and a female gonna sing or a dude gonna sing. And that ain't a Dave East album. Dave East ain't giving you no, he just
Yeah, he's
giving
just
you
giving you
boom
bars
bap.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
I'm
is
gonna sing you that Fabulous because you sleeping on Fabulous.
no,
I
I
don't
fuck
think
with
you
some
could
Fab. Like
look. I think it's a whole bunch of people in his genre. Fab would take down.
it probably, yeah. I'm just
I
saying
think
I don't think he has a complete I don't think he's got that one complete body of work. He
he
doesn't have that
do.
dog food. He doesn't have
Oh,
that,
you talking about Corrupt? Oh, you talking about Fab?
no, Fabulous. I don't think Fab has like that complete album. Like he doesn't have a dog food. He doesn't have a
Right,
dead
right.
president. He doesn't have a you know what I mean? He doesn't have that whole thing.
But you don't think that's part of this music game that Jadakiss would you judge him by his album sales, by just his own albums, but overall his portfolio of music and publishing is crazy. He own a lot of people's new
Yeah.
albums. He own AZ. He own a lot of people's new albums. Still killing it. The
Oh yeah, no.
longevity.
I mean,
I mean, think about Kurupt. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time too. It's also some medical issues he
oh
had in the
yeah, yeah.
past. But I mean, think about like Dougie Fresh. He's still eating. He's still out there doing that. He's the greatest entertainer. He ain't put out no new album, and he still will take it down. I don't even know who would go against Dougie
Yeah,
Fresh.
yeah.
And he got what, 3 albums, 4 albums, if that? Yeah, like or Salt and Pepper. Who would even go against Salt and Pepper? I don't even. It's not even another female. You can't say JJ Fad. Who would you say? Is it any more female groups? I don't even know. That's a group of women. I can't think of none.
Not conscious daughters, but I mean,
Yeah,
rest in
one of them
peace.
passed
So
away. Yeah, one of them passed away. Yeah, but I mean, it's
so
got to be some. Put in the comments some female groups. It's a bunch. It's got to be, but just
I'm
right off
sure.
the head.
What happened? What happened with Shaquilla from the Bay? Remember Shaquilla from the Bay?
Yeah, I got to tell you
She was
that one off air.
hard.
Yeah, yeah, I got to tell you that one off air. it's a lot of people go in the comments gonna say, or they gonna message us and go, why you didn't say so and so? Why you didn't say so and so? Why you didn't say so and so? Because dude, like it's so
Because there's
many.
only so much time.
Right. Plus, my boy gotta, he gotta write out, he gotta start this campaign for Too Short and Nas to do a verses, Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And then on Nas set, he would bring out Jay-Z and they would be like, man, we just might as well shut this down. Because really, Jay-Z tours the best because he sounds like his songs. A lot of people can't sound like their songs for 2 hours or an hour and a half.
It's funny though, because like when I went and saw 50 Cent and Jay-Z, when 50 opened for Jay-Z, everybody got up when 50 was done before even Jay-Z went on.
Oh, they did.
That's when people went and was buying shirts and stuff.
Merch.
Like,
but 50 was
everybody's going and getting merch.
He was a juggernaut with.
It was on on 50's first album. It was on 50's first
50.
album. So that was.
I don't think 50 will put out another album like a lot of these legacy artists because he's so massive. You don't need to. He sold more than most of them.
Yeah.
And like I think personally, 50 had at least 2 of those albums was perfect almost. The first one, and I go between another one. I won't say which one. And then the soundtrack, Baltimore Blues and all that, should he even touch it?
Yeah.
Should he even do anything? Probably not.
No.
He don't need to.
He
don't need to. If Little Kim did a verses, I think it would probably, if she didn't do it right, I don't know if it would be a good look for her. Her breath control and when it ain't. I seen her that no
she ain't
way
got
out.
it no more. She ain't got that breath control no more.
But she can work out and do all that and go. But she ain't got that. She'll be rapping and then she'll go like do that like yeah. Shout out. But she's a legend. She don't need to. She should be doing infomercials and commercials. Yeah.
She earned hers for sure.
Yeah. Shout out Gangsta Boo. Rest in peace. Yo, your birthday. Man, just a classy lady. Come from South Central. I love your grind. Man, all that. Shout out your sister. Her sister bad too. Yeah. Living in
shout out Tiny.
They lived in the lanes. They lived in the shout out Devil Lanes too. Yeah.
Shout out Tiny. Rubber wants to know when his invite's gonna come.
Man, I think I would let Tip hit me, man. Look, I think I would let Tip hit me just so I can come back and tell you. But it's really just respect, dude. It's really, it really, all that intrigues me, dog. All that just, I love. I love different shit. I love just.
Oh, yeah.
We in Bizarro world. We are.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Remember when acts was all dressed alike, sang alike? Now people come out. Remember when they had that white boy that was rapping? I think he went to jail. He shot somebody or something. He sounded real black, and he made a song about a sandwich or something. And he had a real raspy voice. He was on Adam 22 and all that. And then he went to jail or something, and then this movement just stopped. But he sounded good. It's just we in a gumbo right now. There's too much going on, and they trying to reverse it. You got to let these people be who they gonna want to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them be who they gonna be.
That's it.
I'm waiting for a bad female rapper to come out that just go crazy, that'll battle anybody. It's got to be some. It's gonna come.
There's a few. You know what I mean? Lady London, she was doing that for a minute.
But I mean, that could do the commercial, can transition too. You know what I mean? Can do it, but like a Lotto or a Gorilla, even though all of them. And then think about Cardi B. She's still killing it. I think she got a single out, maybe. Like she's still.
So yeah, she's
killing it too in her genre.
Yeah.
But I need to listen to Megan. I've never listened to a whole Megan Thee Stallion album. Have you? Have you ever just put it on?
I don't think I have. I did Glorilla. I did do Glorilla because my oldest son said to listen to it, and so I did that. It was okay.
What you think? You think it's okay?
The Glorilla one, I liked it. It was good.
They was pushing her hard for a minute. I ain't heard nothing from her lately, but they was pushing her for a minute hard, huh?
Yeah.
They was pushing her.
I haven't listened to I haven't listened to, what is it, Swati or whatever. I haven't listened to her or Megan.
Yeah.
I'll go back. I'll have to go back and listen to old music.
Yeah, man. Listen to that Yo-Yo, man, and And look, Yo-Yo had them pretty eyes back in the days, you know. Yeah.
Mhm.
And just a good person too. Shout out Yo-Yo, man. Shout out Yo-Yo, man. One of the things that you
Definitely.
learn in this music business too is you don't want to meet your heroes and the people that you listen to and being in these rooms. And sometimes these people ain't always what we think they would be when we meet them. And Yo-Yo is definitely a good person, dude. Definitely, you know. And I only say that. The ones that don't, I don't say, but you know, it's not a
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would be surprised, like, a lot of them is assholes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of them won't shake your hand. They won't look at you. Yeah, like, what you know what I
All they
mean?
wanna
And
do is just
so
try to get all they wanna do is just try to get something from you. They wanna try to get, like, a room
yeah.
comped or wherever you're at if you're trying to do something, they wanna get something from
Oh,
you,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
you know?
And then you see them on the way up, and then you see them on the way down, and then when they go back up, and then you at a festival show, and you with all your people, and then they drive up in the Honda Accord, not even the XL version, and get out the car and say, "Man, where I go get my check? Who I go get my money from?" And we all look and go, "Oh, go talk to Wes." And they go get their little money, and they go up there and sing their 2 songs, and you getting off the freeway and you see them going back and they Honda Accord, and you be like, man, yeah.
Mhm.
Life will teach you, man. Treat people how you want to be
That's it.
treated, you
Oh, yeah,
know?
definitely.
And if you ever get a chance, if you single and young, break a few of them off. Yeah. So you got some good stories. Yeah. Yeah. Not saying I
Mhm.
did, but I'm just saying, yeah. Yeah. Because
Do what it do.
before the cell phone, it was wild. Before the cell phone,
Facts. Oh, yeah.
yeah. And you know I'm a lightweight, so I gotta be sober. I gotta be everything because I'm a lightweight everything. Yeah, I'm a lightweight everything, but I'm inquisitive. I'm gonna go down them dark hallways. What they doing in here? Why everybody going in there and nobody coming out? You take your ass back there.
Mhm.
For what? I go back there and go, okay. Yeah. Shout out to going to church. Shout out to going to church. Let
Alright,
me get
y'all.
up out of here. All right then, B.
Yeah,
Caddey.
yeah.
Caddey.
Alright, y'all.
We out. Builder 341. Yeah.